Again, thank you all for coming today. And Aunt Bernetta did make some points, but we also have to understand and realize that all children don't have to go the wrong way. When you start off with a solid foundation, I guarantee you that's what you'll end up with. But it's so important to have people that support you and guide you in the right direction. And even when you make mistakes, you can still make it.
2-minute time limit.
What I did is there was an article which my Aunt Bernetta has on the table with Malcom there is most outstanding. But Malcom is just outstanding. He's just an outstanding individual. And I copied this picture because this shows heart and it shows strength. And that's what all of us in here have. I'm quite sure some of you all have heard this statement about a family and a strong family. And it doesn't matter about your background or where you came from. You stay together. And here, this is a family. We all have different family members. We all come from different parts of the world. But we're still family. So this represents family because it represents strength. And what I did, because Malcom has chosen to follow his own heart and his dream, I would like to read this poem to Malcom as well as everyone else in here. And it's called Follow Your Hearts. Many times and often we follow our flesh and are afraid to follow our hearts. When you are walking in the Spirit, believe and have faith in Him, you begin to follow your heart. It's like the sun glowing on your face and burden lifted upon your shoulders. Your feelings, emotions, surroundings, and even your walk begins to change. This is done all because you began to follow your heart. And Aunt Bernetta, you are an outstanding mother and an outstanding supporter in the community. And Malcom, we appreciate you and we love you. Thank you. His godfather is here, his godmother is here. You know,
what that mean?
Speech, Randolph, speech.
What that mean?
You're on video, YouTube.
Good evening. I just want to say on behalf of my wife and I, and our smallest son Julian, who did not make it tonight, Malcom, we want you to know that we love you, we support you, we've always been there for you, and plan to be there for you until the end. Bernetta has done a great job with he and AJ. Love both of you all. Glad to be here on this evening to support you and all that you do.
His coaches be back. Extended family, like our church member, Elder Wiggins, like same thing. My god sister Candace, like same thing. My brother, Chico. Take you on the spot, my niece.
Put you on the spot. I'll say a couple words so you come say a couple things.
Okay, Elder Wiggins, my church member.
Well, what can I say? Ain't no beach on. You got me breathing. But on behalf of Highway Holy Church and Reverend Bishop James B. Spencer and my pastor, praise God. We just praise God for Malcom. And just want to encourage him to keep on doing what he's doing, and he will see great things. And I've had the opportunity of him come to my house and spending the night in my house, and we just go out and play basketball and just did all kinds of things. And we just had fun together. I kind of missed that, but it's like he's growing up, and I just want to bid him Godspeed, and just want you to continue on doing those things that are going to take you to the places that you want to be in life, and just stay with God. Amen.
We have his aunt here, Aunt Marsha, on his father's side.
Well, I'm just going to say I never thought that you were going to go into wrestling. I should have known all the times that you ran me crazy wrestling with my son in the house, but I'm glad that it paid off, and so congratulations. Okay?
All right.
My brother G. This is what
want to say I'm started football and football and run track. I had the opportunity to see him play football and run track. He was very outstanding. However, the first time I saw him wrestle, it took my heart away. He was working, I said, I don't know where he got it from, but he's very good work. All right.
Brother, have anything to say to him? Uncle David and Aunt Lisa?
Yeah, it's Cousin David. Hey, Malcolm, just a caveat what your aunt said, hard work pays off. So you started early wrestling, and it come to fruition. You keep on doing what you're doing, you can take it a long way. Just keep doing what you're doing. All right? You'll be all right. Cool.
Unfortunately, something I have to do about it, but I remember when we started out this season, and you came and you asked me, you said, hey, man, you mind taking me to go work out because you had to cut that weight. And I remember that opportunity, I said, it was a great opportunity for me, and I was happy that you asked me to do that. I was honored because you took me back to my high school days when I was wrestling and what we had to go through to do that. So it was fun. But I say this to you. And as you go forward in what you're doing, I say this, embrace the weight. As you move forward and going into what you're doing, not just talking about physically gaining more weight, but embrace the challenge. As I spoke to you earlier this evening, I told you, I say this year nobody saw you coming. Next year they know you're out there. This year you was the hunter. Next year you the big bag, you the big stag, they're gonna try to, big buck, they're gonna try to take down. So I'll tell you this, get in the weight room, stay active, stay challenged, stay hungry. Don't worry about it. Trust me, they know you're out there now. You're the shark in the water that they're looking for. So keep going, keep driving. Like I said, if you ever need me, hopefully, like I said, I'll be able to be there with you more times to be able to get out there and help you cut that weight again if you have to. But stay active, bro. I'm proud of you.
Malcolm is a teammate or Tony.
Like I tell all young men, as I'm a mentor, I mentor young men between the age of 18. And the one thing I always tell them at banquets and when I coach is attitude is everything. Just remember that. Attitude is everything. Your attitude can determine, and I always say, determine whether you go to FSU Fayetteville State, which is a good college. It can determine whether you go to FSU Fayetteville State or FSU Florida State. Both good universities, but Florida State is what seen national on TV more than Fayetteville State, even though you can get a good education at Fayetteville State. But your attitude determines whether you go to FSU. Because what happens is, when Florida State calls your coach, they want to know what type of person he is, what type of grades he makes. So your attitude will determine how far you go. So from me to you, stay focused, remain hungry, and stay humble. Always be, no matter how good you get, always be teachable. Always be able to listen to the people that taught you. So stay fresh, stay focused, and stay humble. And your attitude is everything. All right?
Tracy.
My name is Tracy McKinnon, and I'm Renetta's god sister. And we've been together for some years. And I'm proud of Malcolm. I'm proud of Renetta, how she's raised these guys up. We went through some of the same things together, and prayer and staying with God is the answer. And I have 3 sons. This is my praise and worship leader over here. He's 22. My other son is 20, and I have a younger son that's 18, and he is an ordained minister.